truth about festivals and fairs, what nobody will tell you. It all started with an ATM operator. They had a 3-day festival. They were looking forward to the festival. They were all excited. They placed the ATM into the fair or the festival, and within 4 hours, the ATM was out of money. They allocated $9,000, and they went through this amount of money that fast. The operator called me in a panic. Phil, what do I do? I'm all out of money, and I can't get any money for the rest of the weekend. How am I supposed to handle this? That's a reality. If you don't budget your time or your money properly, this could happen to you. After 25 years in the business, we don't make these kind of mistakes. We went through these kind of challenges in the beginning of our ATM business, and with our proven method of success, we have avoided these pitfalls so those kind of things don't happen to us anymore. I've started with a farmer's market. They made 31 transactions for 4 hours. That ATM led to an opportunity, and that opportunity was 2,000 transactions. It was a 4-day festival, but it was a great event. We made a lot of money. I also had a Comic-Con event. This promoter called us and said they had a Comic-Con event in Chicagoland. Would I be willing to do the event? Of course, we jumped at the chance. They wanted 18 ATMs for this 3-day Comic-Con event. I asked them what the amount of people were going to go through. They told me, and I said, well, do you have any figures from previous years? They said they did not, and I said, we don't need 18 ATMs for this event. We can do it with 6. We went back and forth. They said, okay, we don't want to run out of money. I assured them they wouldn't run out of money, and we did the event with 6 ATMs instead of 18 ATMs. Was an overkill for what that venue needed. But the previous people who did it 2 years before, they didn't understand the business like we understand the business. The challenge is sometimes the event planner thinks they need an overkill of ATMs. They're not familiar with our business, so they think overkill is perfect. They also believe that you're going to stock the ATMs full of cash, and you don't need to do that. You just need to put enough of cash in the ATM for the event, for the amount of people that are going to come through their event. There are 3 core principles to understanding mobile events. 1, the amount of money that you're going to need. 2, the amount of ATMs you're going to need. 3, make sure the ATMs don't break, and for God's sakes, don't let your ATMs run out of money. You'll never get another mobile event. You need a proven formula that will help calculate to let you know how much money to put in the ATM based on the amount of people that are going to attend that event. How much money are you going to need per 1,000 people who attend that event? You need to know the festival layout, and you need to know where the best place to put your ATM in the festival or fair to get you a high transaction value. Don't let your ATMs break or run out of money. One of the things that we do to make sure that they don't break is every season or beginning of the mobile season, we buy brand new ATMs to put them into the fairs or festivals for the mobile events that year. And then at the end of the season, we take those ATMs and put them on our route. And then we take the older ATMs, we resell some of the older ATMs to proven ATM operators who are always looking for used ATM. Sometimes taking the smaller events lead to bigger events. One of the things we do is we always take smaller events for 1 year to try out the event, and we don't charge any minimums. Then if they want to come back and do it the next year, we know what the volume is going to be. We still offer them to have the ATM if they want it, but we have a minimum amount of money that we have to get in order to provide service to that mobile event. Always make sure when you're doing a mobile event, there's a need for an ATM. Is it going to be cash only? Most events are cash only, but some events are not. Here's what 25 years of being an ATM operator and doing events has taught me. The biggest opportunity often starts small. That farmer's market doing 30 transactions turned into an event that does 2,000 transactions every year. But success comes from understanding the real dynamics of the mobile ATM business, not just the advertised numbers. But whether you're considering your first event or your 15th, it's having it at the right time and the right place. So if you're thinking about starting your own ATM business, I want to invite you to a free checklist entitled ATM Business Income Checklist, the 5 things you need to know to start your profitable ATM business so you can have a clear roadmap towards ATM business success. You can earn between $250 and $1,500 of passive income every single month. If this sounds interesting to you, click the link down below and start your ATM journey today. Again, this is Phil from the ATM Mastermind Group page, where we buy your freedom back 1 transaction at a time.